either you or me could currently be in the trenches on the other side of the world right now. There are regions on this planet right now that have commenced warfare, that are currently killing each other. That is the predicament that we are in. That is a state that we are in as a species in terms of the human race. Bacteria could have stolen your eyesight. You could have been in a car crash and been left paralyzed. You could have fallen down the stairs, snapped your spine and neck by just slipping on the top of the step, and now you could be a paraplegic. That is the reality of the situation. That is the reality of life. Now, what is the point I'm trying to make here? The point that I'm making is you may not realize this already, but sometimes I feel as though we're never grateful for it. We always come up with excuses, but it's the fact that you, my friend, you have a pocket full of aces. I have a pocket full of aces. You have a pocket full of aces. There are millions of people across this world that are disabled. There's people that are blind. There's people that are deaf. They actually have tangible, genuine things, genuine hurdles that are preventing them from accomplishing certain things. They are barred from doing certain things. They have physical disabilities. They are not capable in some areas because they have been prevented from doing so, and it is not their fault. But you most likely don't have a disability. Instead, I hear, I'm too tired. It's too early in the morning, 5 a.m, it's too much. I just want to sleep a bit more. The bed is too warm. When your ancestors were fighting off saber-toothed tigers and big woolly mammoths, and they died at age 25, but yet they still continued the bloodline. Do you think you're so special that the bloodline is going to end with you? The reality is, as I said, you have a pocket full of aces. And sometimes I don't think, and this is definitely a fault of the human brain, is the fact that we are never grateful for what we have. You can think of all the assets, all the possessions, all the items you have. You are so lucky to have that. You are so lucky. The fact that you're even breathing alive with no disabilities is greater than 1 in 400 trillion. 1 in 400 trillion. The fact that you are alive as the apex predators and you have the ability to accomplish anything on this earth is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You are supposed to grab this opportunity with both hands. With both hands, especially, and there's no excuses, but especially if you live in the Western world. You genuinely have no excuse. You have the internet. People are making money online. You can do any degree, any course that you want at university. There's open universities. There's universities in every corner. You can just go and apply and they'll accept you. You can start a job. It's never been easier to get a job. It's never been easier, but what do I hear instead? People are too proud. You can't be proud and you can't be broke. Kevin Samuels put this perfectly. You cannot be proud and you cannot be broke. If you are broke and you haven't got a job, drop your pride and start working in a warehouse. You have to start somewhere. Every CEO, every big business owner, they once upon a time was washing dishes. You understand the point I'm making. You have to start somewhere. You cannot be proud and you cannot be broke. You can start somewhere. You can absolutely start somewhere. You have the ability to pick up a book, learn, implement that information because you have a supercomputer up here. You have all these faculties, you have all these facilities, you have a brain, you have vision, you have a tool where you can visualize the future, visualize what you want, set goals, take action, complete your goals. You have that capability. You have a pocket full of aces. Yet I still hear people say, yeah, but I'm broken. It's too early in the morning and it's tired. And you know what? I can't be bothered to go to the gym today because my muscles are aching, you know. It's really, my triceps are really hurting, you know. Come on, man. Come on. There are millions of people that would be begging, absolutely begging just to be in your current position right now. And I don't feel like you are utilizing this current moment to your full maximum potential. Your full maximum potential. I'm not saying this to say that there are people that are maximizing their potential. I feel as though every single one of us could always be doing more. And sometimes I'm susceptible to the fact that I'm not always 100% of the time grateful for sometimes being present in the moment and realizing what we have in terms of possessions and what we have in terms of the years ahead that we may potentially have, that of course is not guaranteed, but what we could potentially accomplish. We are so lucky. And I thought of this earlier today because I was driving and there was a car park where I was just parking my car and there was disabled bays everywhere. And I just thought to myself, imagine if I was disabled. I couldn't be driving this car. I perhaps wouldn't have the vision or the ability to drive this car. There are people that are stuck in wheelchairs. There are people that have had tragic accidents. They're roaming around in wheelchairs. They need constant care and support 24/7. My father's in a care home. When I have to visit him, I see everyone around him. They're stuck in wheelchairs. They're stuck in rooms. They're looked after 24/7. On one hand, that's a good thing. On another hand, you sit there and you're so empathetic of the situation. You feel so sorry for these individuals because their life is basically over. Because they have so many limitations. They have so many physical limitations. They're not able to fulfill their potential. And once upon a time, they were in positions like us, perhaps, when they were young and they thought they had all the time in the world and they tossed it to the side. One day, we might not have the legs. One day, you might be in a wheelchair. One day, you might be in a car accident and you're gone. You're gone. I've known friends and family members that have just passed away and it's been complete and utter shocks. And I guarantee that they assumed they had a tomorrow. Your tomorrow isn't guaranteed. My tomorrow isn't guaranteed. What we have is the present moment. Is a pocket full of aces. We have the ability to change our predicament. What happened in the past is the past. We can't change that. The future perhaps gives us anxiety, but what you did in the past doesn't matter, even if it's bad. You can always rewrite history. Your destiny isn't set. Don't believe that, everything happens for a reason and no. You can write your future. You can write your future. You can change who you are. Studies have been done on this. Just because you're a certain person today doesn't mean you're going to be a certain person in 5 years. I've made this point before. You, my friend, are not the finished article. I'm going to be paraphrasing, but I've said this countless amounts of times. Who you are today, anyone's opinion of you is completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter what other people think of you because you're not the finished article. And most importantly, your current opinion of your current version is completely irrelevant because that's not who you are and that's not who you will become in 3 to 5 years. You're not the finished article. You are not the person that's completed self-development, and there's no such thing as completed self-development. But you have a long journey to embark on. You have a long way to go. And that's why anyone else's opinion is irrelevant of you because you're not the finished article. And more importantly, your opinion of your current self is irrelevant. It's redundant because that's not who you will become in 5 to 10 years. And that's the main key to think about. And yes, I understand that tomorrow is not guaranteed, but you are so lucky. Sometimes just sit back and just be so grateful for what you have. And when you're grateful for what you have and you appreciate what you have, not only do you become a lot more happier inside, but also the universe, I don't know what it is, but the universe grants you more. The universe gives you more. It's almost like an abundance thing. It's a mindset shift that gives you more abundance. You don't think in terms of limitations anymore. It's almost like you're inviting more abundance into your life because you're grateful for what you already have. When you're just roaming through life and you're not grateful for what you have and you always wish for more, you're in a position of lack. But when you're grateful for what you have, I'm grateful for this book I have, but you genuinely mean it. You're authentic in that sense. You're genuinely grateful for the roof over your head or the car that you drive or the job that you have. When you're genuinely grateful for that, but you're authentic as well, you will see, watch what happens. Watch what happens over the course of the next weeks and months. Things change. But the first step is comprehending and understanding that you have a pocket full of aces and that you can change your situation, you can change your predicament within an instant. What you're currently experiencing now is not set in stone. Feelings and emotion is only temporary, it's not permanent. Remember that, always remember that. But understand that tomorrow's not guaranteed. Stop postponing things, stop procrastinating. Your tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Understand how lucky you are, appreciate for what you have, and start action. Start taking action aggressively towards your goals because that's what brings us fulfillment. That's what brings us purpose in life. It's chasing goals continuously. So hopefully that made a lot of sense. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Smash the like button, consider subscribing, hit the bell notification, leaving your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.